Welcome back. Cubs won. Reds no score. Bottom of the 6th. Right now is a great time to plan for your 2015 Cubs spring training experience. Go to Cubs.com/Mesa to place a deposit on season tickets and secure the best seats available. Individual spring training tickets will go on sale in January, so be sure to visit Cubs.com/Mesa for the latest updates.
2 hits, both belonging to the Cubs. One by the pitcher, which happens to be the only extra base hit, and that was Arrieta's double in the 3rd. Now Valbuena, Soler, and Castillo against Johnny Cueto.
If you've given up, if you've gotten more hits than you've given up, you're having a pretty good night.
Well, and you're facing Cueto, so you know you don't have a lot of margin for error. Hit for Valbuena, on for the 2nd time.
I've seen a lot of fastballs from Cueto tonight. This time he just lines it right back through the middle. Leadoff single.
That's a fair ball. Right down the left field line. Valbuena on his way to 3rd. Soler at 2nd. He's got a double. So he's now hit in 13 of 14 games to start his career. And the Cubs are in business here.
Soler walked first time up. RBI fielder's choice ground ball in the 3rd, so he's driven in the only run tonight, and now this double down the 3rd baseline. Cubs set up shop 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
See how the Reds play it here. Looks like they're in on the left side, and they're coming in on the right side too. So everybody in with nobody out. Certainly respecting what Arrieta has done.
It's kind of,
the Reds haven't scored in the series.
Kind of like the baseball version of pulling the goalie. You know, you just the math changes a little bit with the way Arrieta is pitching here tonight. Brian Price, first-year manager of the Reds, feels like he can't afford to concede anything at this point.
Missed again. Lake on deck. Cueto pitch away from loading the bases with nobody out. And he held, and Castillo walks. So 3 on, no outs.
Brandon Phillips looking into the dugout, wondering how they wanted to play, and they're going to play for 2.
Swinging strike. Valleca aggressive here. His thought was Cueto, it's got to be around the plate, bases loaded. Well, it's 0-2. Cubs trying to break it open, already leading 1-0. Their starter has not allowed a hit. High for ball one.
They certainly, Cueto perhaps started this at bat thinking, well, I can get a ground ball, get two here. Now he's thinking punch out, tried to get Valleca to offer at a high fastball there. Chris struck out last time. His first time up, he hit a rocket, but a line out to third baseman Santiago. Pretty aggressive with that heater.
Watkins on deck. Buena, Soler, Castillo on the bases. Pena kept it near home plate on that pitch in the dirt. 2-2.
Good discipline by Valleca. That's a pitch you see a lot of guys chase. Early recognition, didn't really flinch.
Kick, the pitch, bounced foul. Interesting, isn't it? You have Arrieta just rolling along here. Now all of a sudden the offense threatening to put up a crooked number, but the clock feels like it's ticking. Love to see him put up about a 4 spot here, but
do it quickly,
but not do it in 25 minutes. Yeah, but you can't think that way if you're a position player here. You're trying to grind it out. It's not like it's 8-0 either. The big at bats in this game. Full 3-2.
Showing good patience here. The one pitch he's been willing to hack at early was that fastball in on his hands. As soon as he got the ball back, calls Brian Pena out to the mound to try to talk it over and say, here, we got to figure out a way to put this guy away. Cueto 5'11", 215, so he's not your prototypical big power pitcher like Arrieta, who's right out of Central Casting, big 6'4", sturdy, 225-pound right-hander.
Sam LeCure up in the Reds bullpen. Ball 4. He forced in a run. That started 0-2. It's 2-0.
Interesting, and Cueto called Pena out prior to the pitch, and one of two things. He said, let's go back inside, and he just missed badly. Or he said, you set up inside, I'm going to go away, thinking that maybe Valleca was getting some information from Castillo out there at second base. Either way, he missed his spot, and heck of an at-bat by Valleca.
So as I look back at June 24th, Jake Arrieta 3 up 3 down in the first 6 innings. Jake led off the 6th with a walk, and then 4 batters later scored on a bases loaded hit by pitch. Starlin Castro. So it was a long inning, 2 pitchers for the Reds that night in the 6th, and then Jake came back out, and the leadoff hitter in the 7th, Billy Hamilton, who will lead off tonight's 7th inning, singled to break up the perfect game and no-no. It's 4-0 Cubs at that time. Ball 1 on Watkins. Single, double, walk, walk to start this bottom of the 6th. Frazier to Pena as they force Soler 1 out. Step aside and see what's coming up on WGN.
Weekdays at 4 on WGN America.
Bases still loaded. Cubs leading 2-0. Shut out the Reds last night 1-0. Jake Arrieta has no-hit the Reds for the 2nd time this year here at Wrigley Field through 6. And he's on deck, as you see behind Matt Caesar. Cornermen in. They'll try to turn 2 up the middle, and a swing and a miss. Well, Matt cannot hit into a triple play.
No,
this time.
That's good news. We had a very interesting series in Pittsburgh. His first major league home run. He had his first major league RBI prior to that. Made 2 spectacular plays out in right field, and then bounced into the triple play.
Cueto knows how big an out this is. If he gets Caesar, then he just has to get the pitcher Arrieta, although Jake is 1 for 2. But if he can get out of this inning with only 1 run allowed, that would be a moral victory for Cueto. 1-2.
Made a lot of pitches this inning.
So another 0-2 to a 3-2 sequence. They did it against Valleca 2 batters ago before walking him.
Wow.
And he walks Caesar.
Yeah, I think he's done. He's out of gas. That happens when you throw that many pitches in an inning, and He's fighting it. Brian Price, again, Cueto's got a chance to be a 20-game winner this year, and I think Price is going to give him a little extra leash to try to get out of it here. But he's getting the jump on these hitters, but it looks to me like he doesn't trust his fastball ahead in the count.
Strike on Arrieta. 3-0. Cueto at the century mark in terms of pitches. Arrieta late swing, and as he bounces it foul. 5 walks. The most Cueto has allowed in a game since 2011. His career high in walks, 8. Back in 08 against St. Louis in 5 innings. So Arrieta strikes out, and it'll bring up Coghlan with 2 away. Strike called on Coghlan.
It seems like Cueto's been on the mound this half inning as long as Arrieta's been on the mound all night.
Yep. You gotta love the Cubs' approach here in this 6th inning. They're just not letting Cueto off the hook.
Nope. And not letting the situation get the best of him, not getting jumpy in an RBI situation. A number of those changeups he's thrown or chase pitches, and they just spit on him. So nope, not going to offer. There's one.
0-2.
Got Coghlan to chase.
Congrats to the Washington Nationals. They just beat the Braves 3-0. They are the National League Eastern Division champions. Well, they clinch with just under 2 weeks to go in the season. Oh, 2 on Coghlan. Bases loaded. 2 runs in. Outside.
Braves in a free fall have fallen below 500 now.
That is amazing. What their high water mark was. You can find that pretty easily. 1-2. That'll get out of play. 11 over on July 5th. So they've played 12 under since. And they're now under 500 for the first time since they lost on opening day at Milwaukee. That's going to score a couple at least. 2 are in. Caesar will be sent by Gary Jones, and he will score. Chris Coghlan makes it 5-0. 6-0. And that'll be it for Cueto.
Yeah, Price tried to hang with him as long as possible to give him a chance to win this ball game, but they paid for it in the long run. Coghlan delivering the critical blow here off of Cueto. He is chased. Coghlan's second hit of the night.
5 in here in the 6th inning, and the Reds will go to their bullpen when we come back.
Want to know how hard it can be to breathe with COPD? It can feel like this. COPD includes chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Spiriva is a once-daily inhaled COPD maintenance treatment that helps open my airways for a full 24 hours. You know, Spiriva helps me breathe easier.
Spiriva Handihaler Tiotropium Bromide Inhalation Powder does not replace rescue inhalers for sudden symptoms. Tell your doctor if you have kidney problems, glaucoma, trouble urinating, or an enlarged prostate. These may worsen with Spiriva. Discuss all medicines you take, even eye drops. Stop taking Spiriva and seek immediate medical help if your breathing suddenly worsens, your throat or tongue swells, you get hives, vision changes or eye pain, or problems passing urine. Other side effects include dry mouth and constipation.
Nothing can reverse COPD. Spiriva helps me breathe better.
Does breathing with COPD weigh you down? Don't wait to ask your doctor about Spiriva Handihaler.
So here's the story of Lancaster. The year is 1890. Milton Hershey has a killer recipe for caramel. Flash forward, Milton's recipe is reimagined into buttery, rich, smooth, surprisingly soft creams. It's Lancaster. It's caramel reimagined.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
We got a few changes from last year. Second time this week, Dan.
I'm doing the best I can, Pete.
Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
7-2, the Orioles lead the Blue Jays. They clinched the American League East with a victory. The Nationals just clinched the National League East. Here's Sam LeCure.
Veteran right-hander has pitched to a 3.55 earned run average this year. He appears for the 57th time. League hits .287 against him. Fastball, curve, slider change. A former starting pitcher, and comes out of that bullpen with kind of a starting pitcher's mentality. He uses all of his pitches. He's not a hard thrower, more of a command guy. Curveball probably his best pitch.
Well, this will be Cueto's second worst start of the year. At Washington, a 9-4 loss on May 20th. He gave up 8 runs, 6 earned. Right now, 6 runs. Could be charged with a 7.
Yeah, and you know his performance tonight, a lot of it dictated by the fact that Arrieta was as good as he was. Cueto just knew that he, you know, in his mind anyway, could not afford to give up that second run, and he was pitching very defensively with a man on base. And the Cubs, to their credit, took the walks, and then Conklin got the big hit.
Curve strike to Baez.
One of those games where Cueto, when his head hits the pillow tonight, you'll be thinking, man, why wasn't I more aggressive? But when you're out there in the middle of it, and you're up against a guy like Arrieta, and you're already down a run or so, you're thinking, I can't afford to give up a knock here. And you're hoping these guys will expand and chase, and they just would not.
Driven deep and foul.
Well, we had a pitcher's duel for most of the night. Now it's really all about Arrieta.
You don't see Cueto struggle very often like he did tonight. Now the other thing is Cueto got ahead so many times, 0-2, and then just could not put away the Cubs hitters.
He was convinced those guys would chase.
Just trying to stay loose in the dugout. I guess he did his part. He struck out. Didn't take very long. There's a 2-2, swing and a miss. The Cubs bat around. Jake Arrieta, take a breath and head on back out, now leading 6-0.
What happened between us that night? Secrets are what keep us alive.
All New Manhattan, Sunday on WGN America.
Looking for a convenient way to fill your Viagra prescription online? Go to Viagra.com to find out about Viagra home delivery. Millions of men have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Talk to your doctor. If Viagra is right for you, you can fill your prescription at your pharmacy or check out Viagra home delivery and get started at Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. Viagra home delivery, a convenient way to have prescription Viagra shipped straight to you. Go to Viagra.com to get started.
The little things we do can make a big difference. Every time you use Dawn, you're using a brand that supports wildlife rescue efforts. Experts trust Dawn because it's tough on grease, yet gentle. Be a part of the bigger picture. Go to Facebook.com, Dawn Saves Wildlife.
It's back, but not for long. Olive Garden's Buy One, Take One, starting at just $12.99. Choose from a variety of entrees to enjoy today, like new creamy citrus chicken, and take home a second entree free. Buy One, Take One, starting at just $12.99 at Olive Garden.
Time for a WGN Cubs fan cam.
I'll turn my camera on. I cut my fingers on the way. On the way. The way I'm slipping away. I'll turn my feelings on. You made me untouchable for life. Yeah, yeah. And you wasn't alive.
That's knife. Fork. Spoon. Is a utensil. I've turned my camera on. They're in town tonight. Hamilton fouls. We're underway in the 7th. I like Spoon. They're good.
I like, yeah, I like him too. That's total exposure to Spoon right there. That little ditty. So far, I'm high on Spoon.
1 strike on Hamilton. 1-1. The only base runner for the Reds on a walk to lead off the 4th, but he was caught stealing. Originally called safe at second. Cubs challenged. Replay showed he was out. It was called thusly. Corner men in. The 1-1. Late 93 from Arrieta. To left. 1 away here in the 7th. So now you've got a big cushion with a 6-0 advantage. And the batter is Pena, who has struck out both times, looking and swinging.
Yeah, and I think if you're Arrieta, you don't let the big cushion really affect your thinking that much, but he does have the freedom now. If he gets in a situation where he puts himself in a hitter's count, he doesn't have to give in. Give up a walk or two without putting his lead in jeopardy.
(0-2).
The way this game was going early with Cueto so good too is conjuring up memories of Hippo Vaughn and Fred Tony. Cubs Reds double no-hitter back in the 19-teens. And Hippo Vaughn is from Weatherford, Texas, where Jake Arrieta went to junior college. He could be Hippo Arrieta.
2-2. Well, he's been quite a revelation. There's no question. In 2014 in the 2-2 bounce to Watkins. 2 down in the 7th. By the way, Arrieta's Wrigley Field ERA coming in 1.83 since 1969. Only Mike Morgan's 1.38 home ERA in 1992 has been lower among Cubs starting pitchers in a single season with at least 10 starts. Tough hitter here, Todd Frazier. Strike 1. Pitch outside. Stretch coming up. The radio guys will handle it tonight. Cued foul up along first. Cubs' last no-hitter was actually in Milwaukee against the Houston Astros. Carlos Zambrano, September of 2008.
Didn't Ted Lilly follow up with a one-hitter the next night?
Yep. Mark Arrieta had the only Astros hit in those 2 games. It was September 14th of 08.
Played in Milwaukee because of Hurricane Ike in Texas. Got him.
He's through 7. 7 no-hit innings for Jake Arrieta with a 6-0 lead. It's time for the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by Budweiser. Pat and Ronnie, take it away.
There's Pat Hughes and Ron Coomer.
All right. Ron Coomer, Judd Surratt, and Matt Bolts are going to join me. Nice and loud. Are you ready? A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Well, it's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. Or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some more. Thank you.
Are you ready?
The refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. The perfect beer for whatever happens.
Hey, have you guys heard about probiotics? For digestive health? Yes, and did you know that TruBiotics is a daily probiotic that helps in 2 ways? It supports digestive and immune health by working in your gut, where 70% of your immune system lives. Try TruBiotics today.
Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, Karamu, fiesta, forever.
Bud Light Lime Reeves.
Do this job like there's trouble around every corner, because one day there will be.
What you did today was true blood.
This is New York. We don't hand our neighborhoods over to criminals.
Blue Bloods, all week on WGN America. Your home for Blue Bloods.
Cubs 6, Reds nothing. Sam LeCure came on for Johnny Cueto in the 6th. Jake Arrieta, after waiting and waiting and waiting, as the Cubs scored 5 times in that inning and worked a 1-2-3 top of the 7th.
Yeah, I'm guessing Kershaw as a percentage has more, just because he's Kershaw and he leads the world and everything, but it's amazing how many 1-2-3 innings Arrieta's had this year.
Two. That is not Jake Arrieta, but it is a guy with a beard. We try to be accurate.
That's an Arrieta wannabe. Everybody wants to be Jake Arrieta tonight. That's not Jake from State Farm. It's Jake and a State Farm sign.
Nice job by the radio guys. Swing and a miss. Valbuena, a strikeout victim. Cures phase 2 and fan them both. The most popular way to follow the September pennant races is with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, replay reviews, scores, live radio broadcasts, the MLB.TV game of the day, and more. Get at bat for your smartphone or tablet on the App Store or visit MLB.com. The last no-hitter thrown at Wrigley Field, Milt Pappas, 1972. The Cubs haven't been no-hit themselves since 1965. Sandy Koufax in his perfect game at Dodger Stadium. Follow at Cubs no-hit streak?
I do not.
Tonight, Chris Coughlin with the first hit. It was the first pitch at the bottom of the first, wasn't it? His number 7,814.
Since they were last no-hit.
Yep. Towering fly ball deep to left. Jorge Soler leaves the yard. 7-0. Number 5. And his first career homer at Wrigley.
An impressive young man. He's long, strong. He can do everything on a baseball field. Speed, power.
I think that is a ring worn by the guy who caught the ball. Say, that's my ring.
Wow. He needs to get his ring resized.
You know, tell his wife, hey, honey, I got a baseball.
I got a
That's the good
home
news.
run ball.
I got the Soler home run ball. The bad news is I lost my ring. That's got to be rectified, but it will. Tom will take care of that, gentleman.
Yeah, he's got the Get the Soler. He's got the first home run at Wrigley ball from Soler.
Soler will run out there and grab his ring. They'll make the exchange. Two and one on Castillo. He has caught a gem tonight. Speaking of gems. Oh.
My ring. That moment of euphoria immediately squashed. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
From jubilation to utter despair. You might have to get that thing refitted. Strike three called on a sinker.
A weird night. The Cubs have struck out 11 times tonight, yet they've scored 7 runs. Chris Valleca. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Cubs leading 7-0. Jake Arrieta has kept the Reds hitless tonight through his 7 innings of work. It's not the first time he's done this. And back-to-back starts. We mentioned he went into the 7th June 24th against the Reds before Billy Hamilton broke it up. 7 2/3. That was a perfect game. His next start June 30th in Boston. Into the 8th, Stephen Drew singled with 2 outs at Fenway Park. What'll happen tonight? We will find out in the 8th and hopefully into the 9th. Yeah, I imagine he's ready to go right now. He's all right, fellas, I got enough. Let's go.
2-2 on Valleca. Battling LeCure. Another foul. 79 pitches, so Arrieta in very good shape in that regard. Make sure you keep your ring on. We should mention Andrew Cashner, the former Cub, last night. Padres beat the Phillies 1-0. Cashner, a 2-hit, 92-pitch complete game shutout. Swing and a miss. So we will go to the 8th. A little more of a cushion for Arrieta as Soler with a towering blast. First homer at Wrigley, and it's 7-7.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Yes, Joe Stalin and I are pen pals.
What happened between us that night?
Secrets are what keep us alive, Shelley.
We don't have a choice.
I always have a choice.
All New Manhattan, Sunday at 10/9 Central on WGN America.
Once there was a girl who always mixed and matched, even in her laundry room. With Downy Unstoppables for long-lasting scents and infusions for softness, she created her own mix, match, magic. Downy. Wash in the wow.
Don't let bad snacks ruin your party. Have the experts at O'Hare Party Repair replace them with Tostitos Fajita Scoops. These chips have red peppers you can actually see. No wonder they taste like fajitas. We'll even install a jar of delicious and cheesy Queso Blanco dip. Your party will be moving and grooving in no time. Tostitos, bring the party.
Jack Link's Jerky presents Hangry Moments.
What's your kitty's name?
It's a puma. Jack Link's Jerky. Feed your wild side.
On my journey across America, I've learned that when you ask someone in Texas if they want big savings on car insurance, it's a bit like asking if they want a big hat. Excuse me. Or a big steak. Or big hair. I think we have our answer.
If I could separate what's real from what happened, another day.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Well, it's been Jake Arrieta's night, hasn't it?
Well, he set the tone early, struck out the side in the first inning. The ball was just exploding out of his hand. Then he started to mix in the breaking ball, the off-speed pitches, but just been everything tonight. Life on the fastball. Control's been outstanding. Got Frazier 3 times. That one to Kozar was just absolutely nasty. There's the one to finish off the 7th.
Swing and a miss. Jay Bruce to start the 8th. Arrieta, 28 years, 194 days old. 6'4", 225. The 0-1. Foul tipped.
Change up.
On a change.
Just kind of controlling the emotions, continuing to pitch. Some guys that get to this stage of a no-hitter and they just start reaching back, trying to blow the ball by hitters. He's continuing to pitch the way he has all night long.
0-2 outside. 96th major league start. 102nd career appearance as a Cub. Going into tonight, 32 starts dating back to last year. 12-7 with a 3.04. 1-2. Strike 3. Number 10 for Arrieta.
Backdoor cutter sits on the outside edge. Career high is 11. He did that against the Marlins back in June.
Phillips hitting 5th in the lineup. And is grounded out, lined to left. Sometimes guys will get into swing mode here. They've already taken a walk. The one base runner was Hamilton in the 4th. So that's not really an issue. Swing and a miss. That ball's crushed. And it is going to get down. Great effort by Matt Caesar, but Brandon Phillips breaks up the no-no with 1 out here in the 8th.
He has made so few mistakes. That one just got away from him, but an appreciative crowd rising to their feet here to salute Jake Arrieta.
On an 0-2 offering. No doubt about it.
Yeah, he'd love to have that back, but boy, Chris Bosio to come out and buy a little time. Matt Caesar would have gone headlong into that brick wall to try to catch that ball. There's no doubt in my mind. I mean, he's not looking at the wall. He's not thinking about breaking it down. He's laying out. And
great effort.
Yep. I think sooner or later it's got to happen, doesn't it? He's come so close. He's becoming the Dave Stieb of this era. Steve lost a couple of them in the ninth.
Well, there is good news. He got his ring back. And a strike on Heisey. One and one. Popped him up. Maleka behind first base. 2 away. Reds still haven't put a run on the board in this series. They were shut out last night 1-0. There's Santiago. Curve drops low. Now there's action in the bullpen. Brian Schlitter is up.
Dave Stieb in 1988 pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays had 3 1-hitters. His final 2 starts of the season were 1-hitters, and he lost the no-hit bid with 2 outs in the 9th inning and back-to-back starts.
Unbelievable. Schlitter in the bullpen. Outside. That's 3-0.
Yeah, and it's funny how it works to to pitch this gem of a baseball game, but he's wearing some disappointment right now. There's no way you can't be disappointed.
There's a strike. It's 3-1. Yeah, there has to be a letdown. I mean, just the emotion and electricity in this ballpark. Now trying to maintain the shutout with a comfortable lead. He's 3-1 on Santiago. Phillips the runner at second. Here it is. Strike call. 3-2. Right down the middle, he got him. So 11 strikeouts for Arrieta. Let's see, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have been looking, and you know he appreciates this crowd tonight. 7-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th.
Richard Sherman.
Little voice in my stomach?
I'm getting waterlogged down here. What you doing?
When you train as hard as I do, you gotta hydrate.
You need protein, too. And with no artificial ingredients or preservatives. Alberto beef jerky's the real deal, you know.
I hear your little voice in my stomach.
That's what I'm talking about. Alberto beef jerky. You get out what you put in.
Musical chairs. Fun, right? Well, not when your travel rewards card makes it so hard to get a seat using your miles. That's their game. The flights you want are blacked out, or they ask for some ridiculous number of miles. Honestly, it's time to switch to the Venture card from Capital One. With Venture, use your miles on any airline, any flight, anytime, no blackout dates. And with every purchase, you'll earn unlimited double miles. From now on, no one's taking your seat away. What's in your wallet?
Olive Garden wants to know what unsuspecting foodies think of our new lasagna fresca.
So delicious. I guess fresca is the right word for it.
Might be the best lasagna I've ever had.
That is amazing.
Surprise. Our new lasagna fresca is sure to surprise at Olive Garden.
What happened between us that night? Secrets are what keep us alive.
All New Manhattan, Sunday on WGN America.
Watch that temper of yours.
Hope, Friday at 8 p.m. on WGN America.
Jake Arrieta, another fantastic outing tonight.
I think he's coming back out for the 9th, and I imagine Ricky asked him, "You want to take a shot at this shutout?" I mean, the pitch count's certainly under control. They had Schlitter up. But I think Arrieta said, "Yeah, I want to finish this thing." But before he does that, Cubs will bat in the bottom of the 8th, and it's a rookie left-hander, Ryan Denick. He's pitched 5 times for the Reds this year. He's got a 10.13 ERA, just 2 2/3 innings, 4-0 with a 236 at AAA.
The first time we've seen Ryan Denick.
Reds got him in the Rule 5 draft from the Royals. That was in 2012. Royals originally drafted him 22nd round in 2009.
Swing and a miss by Watkins. North Olmsted, Ohio. That's where Denick is from. It is not too far from Cleveland. In the air out in the right center, and it'll be the center fielder Hamilton to squeeze for the out.
Next year, remind me, in spring training, we'll have a draft and we'll have a no-hitter pool. We'll get a bunch of people together and we'll all draft 3 or 4 pitchers. And
can I get Arrieta?
Throw $5 in the pot. Well, it depends on where you are in the draft. And he'd be one of the first guys to go off the board, wouldn't he?
Producer Mark Brady said he'll take Nolan Ryan. Is it no hitters moving forward?
He could probably probably come back and throw one.
Yeah. Offside on Caesar. Again, what an effort by Matt. When the ball left the bat of Phillips, I thought, well, there goes the no-no. And then, right at the very end, I thought he might actually get to it. And as you said, he got near the track and the wall, and it didn't matter. The former football star at Villanova was going to do everything he could to help his teammate. That close.
Yeah, it would have been one for the ages. And there really hadn't been anything close to a hit prior to that. And normally in a no-hitter, you look back and there's one or two plays that saved the day. And Arrieta didn't really need anybody's help up until that point.
Deep drive. Hamilton, though, is going to have room. And here comes Arrieta.
Hitting next, the pitcher, number 49, Jake Arrieta.
Well, a chance for his first career complete game. And shutout. So let's not discount that either.
No. It's quite an accomplishment.
Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Cubs are the only team in Major League Baseball without a complete game.
We will head to the ninth.
Whether you watch it for the drama,
Back away from the vehicle.
watch it for the justice,
You're under arrest for attempted murder.
or watch it for the comebacks,
Guy's a lawyer.
I'll be in mourning for the next 5 minutes.
we bet you can't watch just one. Law and Order, tomorrow at 2 on WGN America.
If you're one of the millions who suffer from the agony of lower back pain, you need Be Active, the revolutionary new acupressure system that instantly helps ease discomfort in your lower back, buttocks, and legs. Watch. Slip on Be Active and tighten the strap. You'll instantly begin experiencing relief. Look, back pain often radiates from the lower back to your lower extremities, but apply Be Active to the trigger point on the calf muscle to instantly relieve pain. The secret is the AcuPoint pressure pad that gently compresses, alleviating pain to the sciatic nerve and lower back for instant relief.
The Active provides firm pressure behind the knee on a specific pressure point, which can help relieve the pain and suffering from sciatica.
Now, get Be Active for $19.99. Call now and double the offer free. Just pay separate processing and handling. If you don't like it, send it back and owe nothing. You get it all for $19.99. Call now.
To order, call 1-800-314-7118. That's 1-800-314-7118. Or go online at beactivebrace.com. Call or click today.
My parents are gonna love you. Hope you like smoked Gouda chicken.
Gouda? You never said this was a dinner. Gouda? Wendy's.
Oh, no.
Milady.
These are my flowers.
Gouda. Gouda. I can't stop saying words.
Try Wendy's new smoked Gouda chicken. Tender chicken with smoked Gouda, Dijon aioli, and caramelized onion sauce on a soft brioche bun.
Now that's better.
Now kids meals just $1.99 after 4.
Chicago Cubs baseball brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. Ford, manufacturers of America's best-selling brand. Check out our best-selling lineup at your local Ford store or online at localfordstores.com. And by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Jake Arrieta against Jack Hanahan. And a strike called. Hanahan hitting for Cozart, and a swing and a miss. Ryan Kalish now playing right for Soler. You can ask Ricky what he might have done had the no-hitter been intact, if he would have left Soler in the game, possibly. What's your philosophy on that? Does it matter? You just put your best defenders out there.
I put my best defender out there, yeah.
So if it's Kalish, you make the switch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm with you. And a swing and a miss. For his 12th strikeout.
That's a career high. Mentioned that if he gets it, it'll be the Cubs' first complete game of the year, and that's not to imply that it's been a big deficiency, because complete games just aren't that common anywhere in baseball. The average National League team has 3. The Giants lead the way with 8.
Rockies, Mets, Mariners all have 1. And as JD mentioned, the Cubs the only team without one. Donald Lutz. For Denick. Missed upstairs, and it's 1-1. One and two.
He has not lost a thing.
Arrieta with a 1-hitter here in the 9th. The only hit belongs to Brandon Phillips. He has faced 1 over the minimum. Two and two on the pitch hitter Lutz. Bounced foul. Already a career high in strikeouts, trying to add to that. Here in the 9th inning, pitch count still in good shape. Swing and a miss for his 13th.
Maybe the best changeup he's thrown tonight. You get the feeling he could go about 14 shutout innings here.
Peter made a good point. Tsuyoshi Wada had a complete game until the Giants protested. Right? 5 innings.
That's right.
Tucker Barnhart. Pinch hitting for Hamilton. He's a switch hitting catcher. He bounces just foul.
So Keon's been grinding away down in the truck. Threw that out there an inning or so ago about the number of 1, 2, 3 innings. 43.7% of his innings have been 1, 2, 3. Kershaw 44.8. So right there.
A 1-1 from Arrieta. Fouled away. 1-2. Nice to see him finish on a strikeout.
Finished the way he started by striking out the side. How about a good heater up? No, maybe cut her in.
Should do it. Well, Jake will touch the ball as he touches the bag to finish it. So he could take that baseball and put it on his mantle. His first career major league shutout. A one-hitter. Oh, so close. An 0-2 pitch that he left up. Brandon Phillips doubled. But the Cubs win 7-0. And they have not allowed a run in this series.
What a dominant performance from Jake Arrieta here tonight. He doesn't get his no-hitter, but my goodness. And he gets that final out of first base. It comes jogging back across to the infield. You would think there'd be maybe some fatigue or some exhaustion, but he looks like he's ready to go some more.
So the line on Arrieta, 9 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 walk, a career-high 13 strikeouts. In a completely dominating performance and very close to making history tonight.
2 base runners all night. Hamilton leadoff walk in the 4th. He was caught stealing. And the Phillips double. If he gets through that 8th, he's going to get that no-hitter in my book.
The final score tonight, this was a fun one. The Cubs 7, the Reds nothing, and we'll be back to Wrigley Field in a moment.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
Yes, Joe Stalin and I are pen pals.
What happened between us that night? Secrets are what keep us alive, Shelley.
We don't have a choice. I always have a choice.
All New Manhattan, Sunday at 10/9 Central on WGN America.
When you've got a lead in the ninth, everyone knows you bring in your closer to save the game. Just like everyone knows that 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance when you switch to Geico. Now, if only the umpire knew where the strike zone was.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
44, ladies, that's me! Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Don't just visit Rome. Visit TripAdvisor Rome. With millions of reviews, TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
2 medium cappuccinos.
Let's show them what a breakfast with whole grain fiber can do.
1 coffee with room, 1 large mocha latte. Medium macchiato, light hot chocolate, hold the whip, 2 espresso. Make 1 double.
She's full and focused.
I have 2 cappuccinos, 1 coffee with room, 1 large mocha latte, a medium macchiato, a light hot chocolate, hold the whip, and 2 espressos, 1 with a double shot.
That's not the coffee talking.
Start your day with Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheat Cereal. With whole wheat goodness on one side and a hint of sweetness on the other, it's a delicious way to get the nutrition you want.
Are you ready?
refreshing twist of Bud Light Lime. The perfect beer for whatever happens.
Looking for a convenient way to fill your Viagra prescription online? Go to Viagra.com to find out about Viagra home delivery. Millions of men have some degree of erectile dysfunction. Talk to your doctor. If Viagra is right for you, you can fill your prescription at your pharmacy or check out Viagra home delivery and get started at Viagra.com. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. Viagra home delivery, a convenient way to have prescription Viagra shipped straight to you. Go to Viagra.com to get started.
It's Golden Corral's Great American Lobster Sale. Here's how it works. Go to Golden Corral for the dinner buffet for one low price. Add a tender North Atlantic lobster tail for just $4.99 each and take the plunge. It's the Great American Lobster Sale only at Golden Corral.
Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, paramu, fiesta, forever.
Bud Light Lime Reads. Whether you watch it for the drama,
Back away from the vehicle.
watch it for the justice,
You're under arrest for attempted murder.
or watch it for the comebacks,
That's a lawyer. I'll be in mourning for the next 5 minutes.
we bet you can't watch just one. Law and Order, tomorrow at 2 on WGN America.
What happened between us that night? Secrets are what keep us alive.
All New Manhattan, Sunday on WGN America.
What a fun one. Our next WGN telecast of Cubs baseball will be from the Budweiser patio, and the Cubs host the Dodgers in Game 2 of a 4-game series. Clayton Kershaw against Edwin Jackson on the mound. Will hit the air at 1 o'clock with the leadoff man. Final score tonight in a beauty by the Cubs, 7-0 over the Reds. Cubs baseball in high definition on WGN. Brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Now for JD and our entire WGN crew here at Wrigley Field, I'm Len Casper. Thank you for watching Cubs baseball.
There was no question she was the one. She reminds you every day. But your erectile dysfunction? That could be a question of blood flow. Cialis for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment is right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is also the only daily ED tablet approved to treat symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medicines, and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as it may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, get medical help right away for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or any symptoms of an allergic reaction, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a free 30-tablet trial.
You drop 40 grand on a new set of wheels, then wham, a minivan T-bones you. Guess what? Your insurance company will only give you $37,000 to replace it. Depreciation, they claim. How can my car depreciate before its first oil change, you ask? Maybe the better question is, why do you have that insurance company?
With Liberty Mutual New Car Replacement, we'll replace the full value of your car. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
What happened between us that night? Secrets are what keep us alive.